So let's go ahead and scan it into the Funko app real quick here. And you can see exactly the full value though of this one, this Hot Topic glow in the dark one.
What?
Welcome home, Rep Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, the show where I collect absolutely everything, the late 90s, 2000s, all the way to the modern day. And I'm also trying to create the world's biggest Spongebob, and also the world's biggest Nickelodeon collection. And the owner slash creator of this channel happens to also be a community astrologist and psychic. You know, there's always going to be somebody out there that has the bestest day, but it's okay to still have the best. I fall right in the category as well. So start of the year, I'm deep in the best day.
Well, I get the best of her, so.
You see, statements like that are why envy exists. You know, somebody out there is bestest than you.
We don't talk about those people.
But I hope you guys are having the best day ever. And if you guys aren't, you know the drill. Nickelodeon community camera flip. It's about to get a whole lot brighter. Damn! That one was clean. That was a clean flip. But today, guys, is going to be so much fun because we are going to be going to a brand new thrift store on this channel. We go to retail stores, we go to flea markets, but one of our favorite places to always go is to flea markets and thrift stores because that's one of the few places that you can find vintage and other awesome nostalgic stuff for a decent price. And some of these places are better than others, but somebody in the community told me about another store around my area. They're actually another local, and this place is called Community Thrift. And can you understand the irony of that?
Well, aren't all thrift stores supposed to be for the community?
You would think, Mitchell, but no, not all thrift stores apparently are community thrift stores because some of them no longer actually take stuff that people donate for absolutely free and put them on the shelves for a slightly raised price for them to make a profit. They now put them straight online and they sell for more than what they usually go for. We are going to be going to a new thrift store that really does take stuff that people donate and put it straight on the shelves. When you go to a lot of other thrift stores, they go through it, a lot of the good stuff they put online, or you just never really see it, and you kind of have to get lucky. So hopefully with a store where they don't do that kind of sifting process, we'll get even more lucky. We'll be able to bring back some amazing stuff for the collection. Anyway, guys, without any further ado, I don't know exactly how the store is going to work out. We're going to try our best, see what we can find. Let's go ahead and hop in the car. Cosmo, Wanda, I wish that
Wait, not again.
I said we, but let me say it again. Cosmo and Wanda, I wish.
Wait, what about the lamp? Are you not going to kick him on the way out?
See, now you're getting it. Now you're getting it.
Oh, Jesus.
Now you're understanding the job. Cosmo, Wanda, I wish he was back up. And I wish that we were in the car. Okay guys, so we just got here. I feel like this place might be more popular than the places we even go typically, but it does look kind of big. If you look over here, there's a community furniture and electronics place right there. And then over here is the main store, community thrift store, but it looks pretty packed, so I don't know. As of right now, I'm a little worried, but we're gonna go inside and we're gonna find whatever we can find and just kind of hit the like button. Wish us the best luck possible. We're gonna need it. Okay guys, so we just got in here and I gotta say, it seems like it's a lot more trendy of a thrift shop. Like the ones we typically go to, like you have a lot of different people, but I can see a lot of people are just staring at me right now, obviously already. But not just that, I feel like I could tell that's a lot more trendy than where we typically go. You kind of want to look for like mom and pop kind of places to find good stuff, but I can see this is not gonna be necessarily that. We're gonna try our best. Let's get to the back of this toy section and see if we can find anything over there. That's where we always start at the toy section because that's usually where the stuff we're looking for is gonna be. You guys can see what I mean. Like, it's way more crowded in here than the typical thrift store we go. So we got that many people looking in one section, just the toys. Like, kind of hard to suspect that they've missed something. But we're still gonna look whenever we get the chance. But it's kind of crowded right now. It's so trendy here.
Yeah.
Everybody's so cool. I don't even know if we're cool enough to be here. We just want your SpongeBob stuff. Where's the SpongeBob stuff at? We got some TMNT here. We got TMNT Frisbee. I'm only gonna grab it because it's only $2.99. And I got a few different things in there. So we're gonna look around and see what else we can find. Okay, so after looking around, we've actually found a couple things. But you guys know how we do the bags. We're gonna get a bunch of these bags right here. We're gonna add them all in here, and then we're gonna check them all out when we get to the cavern. It's kind of a little bit of a mystery. So let's go ahead and keep looking, find some more, and then we'll head over to the main toy section. We're actually finding some really good stuff, dude. These all are Disney plushies with the tags still on them. Dude, for only $4.99, and all of them still have the tags on them. We got a minion right here for you.
Oh, come on. I'll take the Pokemon ball, but not the minion.
You want the minion and the Pokemon ball?
No.
Okay. You guys don't know Mitchell loves minions.
This is not true.
Don't see anything else over here, but that was still pretty awesome, that find right there, that bag of Disney stuff. Let's keep it moving. Mitchell spotted these. These are whole, like,
They're freaking massive.
but these whole bags are filled with plushies too. I guess, see, this is realistic, dude. Like, how is it you go to Goodwill and there's not any toys there? This is how much stuff they realistically get. They had to just put it in bags and just get it out of here. Okay, we got a wild Funko Pop. We got Daggett. We're asking $7.99, which is probably not bad. Some people will probably pick them up for that price, but I already have this pop, so we're gonna leave them. But you did not see. Oh my gosh. The Vision, the SpongeBob Vision.
Oh,
yes! Brand new sealed Nickelodeon SpongeBob puzzle. This is not like the craziest puzzle ever. They're kind of asking a lot for $7.99. Do you guys know the rule? I could leave the Daggett behind, but we don't leave a sponge behind. Let's get it. Okay, we're grabbing that for sure. We got beambrats.com webcam, USB Bratz webcam. Why not? It's bedazzled. It's got rhinestones all over it. Dude, Mitchell.
This has to stop.
Dude, this is just like the body pillow you have. The
Don't
banana.
do that in confidence, okay?
You everybody doesn't know. We all know that you have a banana Minions body pillow. So that is sick. You can get that for. Yeah, what's actually kind of sick is we got Madeline here, but she looks like she has seen better days. Her face looks so derpy, but you never see Madeline.
It's just a ditto.
It's like ditto Madeline, you're right. We actually already have this blue right here in the collection, but we do not have this blue in the collection. So we'll grab this one. And we also got the Ludicolo over here, which I think he looks like he didn't expect for us to find him. He's like, oh, they actually realized I'm a plushie and not a houseplant.
Yeah.
Okay, so we found some awesome stuff. I mean, literally, we're still finding stuff down here. Look, come down here. We have a Poison Ivy vintage figure as well. I don't know what that's from exactly, but pretty cool. Looks older. We got a bunch of Stitch here. We got a bunch of pink over here, too.
Unikitty. Interesting.
Yeah, I got a Unikitty from Lego. And we have a Clifford over there, too, who looks like he fell off the Clifford. Okay, guys, so we actually got a lot of stuff already. We have a full basket and also brand new sealed puzzle, too. But we're going to go ahead and back here to the DVD section, see if we can find anything like that. DVDs, VHSs, anything we're looking for. Okay guys, so we're gonna head out of here right now. We've got a whole basket worth, and this place is pretty crowded. I think if there's anything left, it's probably already gone. Okay guys, we're gonna check out right now. They do have like a little stack of games. They have it like in a cart back there. I'm gonna ask if I can see them. I do see a Game Boy Advance Jimmy Neutron game, believe it or not. You see it in there? Game?
Oh, I see it.
There's a Jimmy Neutron GBA game, but who knows? Maybe an employee already has it at home. We just got a sealed GBA game. What the hell, dude?
Jimmy Neutron, too.
It's so sick.
That shit was crazy.
What in the world?
There's so much.
There was so much there. We also picked this up on the way out. It's a Book of Life Funko Pop right here. I don't know what it actually goes for, but when I remember, the Book of Life Pops are really hard to find, so I don't have any of them. So to find the one that's a Hot Topic exclusive, I think is a pretty good pickup. We'll check that out later along with all those bags we found. Plus, dude, we got 3 video games. I didn't even necessarily want the Tangled, but because we're getting stuff for the Disney collection, I figured I might as well get it for only $2.99. But of course, the Key Grail here. Dude, first off, Brain Age sealed. That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy, yeah. I remember that game.
But this is the key one right here. Jimmy Neutron, Attack of the Twonkies. It is a little beat up, and I do have this in the collection, but I was never going to leave a Nickelodeon sealed game behind. That's probably one of the best pickups we've ever found.
Yeah, I've never seen a sealed GBA game in a thrift store. That's crazy.
All right, this is a big moment for all of us, guys. Let's go ahead and get this stuff into the car. We might stop by one more thrift store, but after that, we're gonna be heading back to the cavern. We can go through all this stuff, including this bag, to show you what we got. Okay, guys, so we're going into the second store. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I've never been to the store ever before, so who knows what we could find in here. Let's go ahead and check it out and see what we can get. And of course, we're gonna start at the toy department, but we also know at this particular place, they have a huge DVD and VHS section, so hopefully we can find something awesome. What the hell? Mitchell just spotted these little SpongeBob kid shoes. They're actually not even that dirty. Like,
That's so crazy.
how much are these? Oh, $12.99? Am I weird for almost wanting to get these?
No, I would say you probably should.
For $12.99. That's our baby Kyrie Irving SpongeBob sneakers. $12.99. I think I'm gonna pick these up. Dude, nice find.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the bags have gotten picked over quite a bit. We are here a little later in the day because we went to the first store. But let's check it out. And again, we'll keep these as a mystery. If we see anything, we'll just add it to the cart. We'll open it back when we get to the cavern. All right, we'll get this one right here for sure because I see this little minion carrying a rocket ship for you, Mitchell.
No, I mean, what about the blue? Is it not for just the... You probably
No,
want that.
I'm getting it for the rocket ship minion for Mitchell. Minion Mitchell.
Oh, is that Blue's house?
Yes, this is Blue's house. I mean, it looks like it's missing some pieces for sure, but it's a pretty good representation. I mean, only for $5, we'll go ahead and pick this up. So we found another awesome Nickelodeon piece here, this one. So I'm kind of glad we stopped by here. This is clutch. Keep saying that we have all the iconic items from Blue's Clues, but this one we don't have either.
That's definitely an iconic one, yeah.
I don't know why I grabbed this. This is unrelated. Let's put this back. All right, right back. So we looked through this whole like toy section. To be honest, it looks like it's been pretty gone through, which is understandable this late to the day. There's definitely some interesting stuff here, but we're gonna actually move our way over to the books and the DVDs because honestly, I think the VHSs are the thing I'm looking for the most right now because of the fact that we just got an expanded section. So we have so much more room for DVDs and VHSs and books. Let's go check them out.
Edgar and Ellen?
Yes, dude, this is a Nicktoons show. Ryan will have to show you guys some footage of this. One of my goals is to collect the entire Edgar and Ellen book series. And right here we found Edgar and Ellen book. This is a show that kind of got slept on. Oh my god, dude. A board game with the whole freaking tower.
That's sick.
There's even Edgar and Ellen puzzles too. There's more Edgar and Ellen products out there. And this is a Nicktoons show, which is a show that I may have been on Nickelodeon for like half a day, but then they put it on Nicktoons. It was like an in-between show they would show. I absolutely loved this one. Edgar and Ellen. Creepy show. If you guys remember it, let me know in the comments. But we actually have our first Edgar and Ellen product in the collection. They have a lot of randomly awesome movies. They got the Astro Boy reboot right here. We have Windy Woo, Homecoming Warrior, Kickin' Edition. Like, what is the Kickin' Edition?
We even have some of these that I think we have this one too.
Yeah, we have that one. Never before seen extended ending, only in the DVD. I get a Brenna Song classic. Brenna Song is a legendary minority best friend, okay? She is amazing. We have some other Disney movies, Teen Beach here, but we only found actually a Little Bear, which we do not have. It's a little beat up, but we don't have this on the VHSs. And Mitchell found the Spectacular right here. It's a little bit of a little rough on the box itself, but the movie itself is a little rough. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this up though. We finally have Spectacular, one of the biggest, I'd say, flops in Nickelodeon history, but I still think it's kind of cool that we found it. Okay, a little disappointing we didn't find anything over there. So we have a pretty small cart right now, a little mystery item. I mean, these shoes are probably one of the best finds so far, but we're gonna look through the last couple little sections they had and see if we find anything that stands out, that fits the vibe. But if not, we're gonna head back to the cavern. Still got a little bit left here. Made the second trip worth it though with the few things we did find. So we are back now, and I have to say that was an amazing trip.
Store was huge, man.
That was huge as heck, and not just that, you don't even know the half of it. So this is actually another day. I brought all the bags out here, but I had a chance to look into this Funko Pop, man. Let's go ahead and sit down, and this was seriously a grail find. So this is for the Mexican Day of the Dead, Dia de las Muertes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you hear that?
Dia de las Muertes.
You hear that? Yeah. Mortes. And it's for the animated series Book of Life. I haven't seen the movie, but if you guys have seen Book of Life, let me know down below. But a fun fact I do know about the movie is that the creators of El Tigre happens to also be the creator of this. So kind of a cool little, you know.
That's interesting. I didn't know that, yeah.
That's awesome. He's always been keeping Mexican culture relevant in kids' minds. I think that's culturally so awesome. So you guys let me know your opinion and maybe I'll check it out. So let's go ahead and scan into the Funko app real quick here. And you can see exactly the full value though of this one, this Hot Topic glow in the dark one.
What?
Yes.
165.
165 bones, dude. And I spent less than that for everything we got today.
That's crazy.
That's actually insane. So because of that, this entire haul essentially was free based on the fact that we got all of our value in one item.
Who doesn't love free?
Who doesn't love free things, okay? I'll take that straight out of Mr. Krabs' books. Free things are the best things in life. And then we got La Muerte right here for damn near free compared to our value. And now you can actually get it for free too because I'm gonna be giving this guy away on Whatnot. Like I said, I mean, the pop goes for more than $165. I couldn't believe that we found it. And I was on the hunt for Spongebob and Nickelodeon stuff, so I think it would be awesome to give it away to one of you guys in the community. So if you guys haven't already, go follow me on Whatnot. If you guys aren't already, I do giveaways on Whatnot all the time. And we have so many people on there that are supporting the auctions and I'm so appreciative. And I'd love for you to be able to join in on all that fun we have over there. So make sure you guys go sign up and you get $15 off your first purchase and you might even win one of the biggest grails you've ever found in the wild. It's gonna be hard to beat that, man. Me and Mitchell both almost saw that slide off the table, but it's okay.
It's there.
Unbelievable find though. Let's move on to our next items. We have two big bags here. Let's go ahead and start off with our mystery bags and see what we got in this bag. I didn't get to show you guys fully. So you guys know we have some other awesome pickups in here. Of course, like the game that we found. But let's start off with those bags, like I said. So here at the beginning, we saw not a lot. So I was trying to grab everything that we could that even seemed somewhat interesting. And I saw this right here, this TMNT Frisbee from 2015. So this is during the first TMNT Nickelodeon era. So I picked this guy up, an awesome piece to add to the collection. You guys know me, I've added a couple little TMNT items in here, including also the skateboarding Leonardo that's like literally about to tailspin on Mitchell's head right now.
Please don't.
You don't tell Mikey what to do.
Mikey, I'm telling what you do. Please don't fall.
But I picked this up because it was our first Nickelodeon branded item. Good one to add to the collection. Checking out the rest of this stuff though, we got this creepy Santa blowing, I don't know what that is.
Oh,
You want one of these Santa balls, Mitchell?
I mean, it's kind of funny, but no.
Bow! Get one of those Santa balls. Give me your ball. No. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. I'm choking. Oh. All right, Mitchell, Santa catch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Santa Poppy. Oh, Mitchell! Oh, God.
I caught it and it bounced.
Oh, God. How could you have done this, Mitchell? All right, so that was a lot of fun. But the next up here we have Spot It. Truly amazing. Ages 7 to adult. There's always one and only one matching symbol between two cards in this game. Spot it and you win. That sounds like the least fun game I ever heard.
It says for 15 minutes, that's all you get.
I think it's more fun to do with the hands doing on the actual thing and just... But we got this for the TMNT Frisbee, but we might as well test Mitchell's game day field court. Oh yeah, you've never been on a court like this. In LA, for them to make a field this big would cost you $200 million. So let's see, can Mitchell make a $200 million kick? Let's find out. If I catch it, you're fired for the team of sports.
Oh boy, this is a lot of pressure.
Oh my God.
That's not what he wanted to cook.
Redemption. This foam is not easy.
Yeah, that's what Brady said.
Oh!
Damn! All right, let's see if I can get a little game point there. All right, I got one more here, and I'm fired from my sports team, and I don't get my $200 million contract. Oh!
He knocked over the goal.
Well, it looks like you've done $200 million worth of damage here. So we did the math. You owe us $5 million. All right, that's everything that was in the bag, guys. It was a lot of fun, especially having fun with you guys. But let's go ahead and see if there's anything else in there that's more Nick or cartoon themed. Okay, so this next bag here, it had all of these Disney logos on it, all these brand new Disney tags. So we got the whole bag for $5. If you get these in the Disney store, they're like $9. So we already made out. So let's see what we got here. First off, we got his legs.
Oh no.
His legs have been sucked dry. All right, so we have the like Christmas themed Pooh Bear. He is kind of cute though, but you can see what I'm talking about right there. In the store many years ago, it was $6 and $9 in Canada. So we already got our money back based on that alone. But let's see what else we got in here. We have a hippo, which is, oh dude, this is from It's the Small World. I guess this probably would have been one of the animatronics you could see on the ride. And it says it's made exclusively for Disney, obviously, but I think it might be a park exclusive. So a really cool one. And then next up we have this one. How is this Disney? This is a General Gorilla, right? Let's see what we got there. Mighty Joe Young. Mighty Joe Young, make you bite your tongue till your son is hung. Yeah, you're dark, Mighty Joe Young. But I am so confused. What the hell is Mighty Joe Young? So apparently he was a genetic anomaly.
Anomaly?
A monopoly, or what is it, anomaly?
Anomaly, yeah.
He was a genetic monopoly to be 15 feet tall.
You're only 8 inches, you hear that? 8 inches.
8 inches, you little creep. But I've never heard of Mighty Joe Young, so if you guys have ever watched this movie, it was released in 1998, but there was an original Mighty Joe Young in 1949.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so that one is awesome, but I think the grail piece here is we have a Lion King plushie, and I'm not really sure what this would be either. These are some really, like, besides the Winnie the Pooh, some eccentric Disney plushies, right?
What is that Lion King? Because I don't even know what that is.
This one was retail $10, and it says, The Trickster Lion King.
Oh, I just can't wait.
To be honest, I thought it was something from Nightmare Before Christmas. That's why I picked it up, but I also do love Lion King. I'm just not very familiar with the stage show. So this is from the stage show of Lion King. But these are all really, like I said, kind of some Disney properties I guess you wouldn't really think about as having plushies and stuff, except for, of course, Winnie the Pooh and Lion King. Just kind of an odd bag of stuff, definitely worth the $5 we spent. All right, so let's try this next bag here. Mitchell, I'm gonna get this one out of here because you've been asking about it all week. You've been texting me, asking, when can I get that spaceship minion? There we go, we got it.
You know the perfect perfect place for him is in the moon.
Oh! He bounced right back in your lap. What is the irony of that? Because that's where he's gonna be all night. All right, let's just do this. Wherever he goes, that's who he's staying with. What? What? He farted. Farty was so excited to be with you. All right, so the next item we got out of here he is charming. We have a My Little Pony, but he looks like he's seen better days because he's missing a shoe, but he's still looking fly as hell.
What is this?
I don't know, but I like them. The next up we have, these are a lot of horses. There's another horse right here, another general horse.
Yep.
There's another, the same horse. I think this is a My Little Pet Shop. We got another My Little Pet Shop, I think. A fox, I don't know what he would say. And then we have this, what we were aiming for here, this blue. And I gotta say, I don't know what this blue actually goes to or how his ears here are supposed to work, but it seems like, oh, is that the toy itself? You just kind of,
That's cool.
yeah, it's like a little rattle toy. I think that's literally all it does. I don't see a spot for batteries in here, but I love that his ears actually clack. Oh, I felt it. Ryan, play it back.
It's actually clacking.
There was like a little moment where you can see I bleeped in, I had shutting gun. First, it was like the most faint of movements. We're definitely gonna put this guy in the Blue's Clues collection for sure, because he just sits like that, and that in itself, I mean, they make so many cool profiles for Blue's Clues and the new Blue's Clues line. So, like I said, I'm so glad that we live in the Blue's Clues resurgence right now, where we get all these awesome products. Next up here, we got another wild bag, and this guy, I think he's from Kirby, right?
Yeah, that's I don't remember the name of them, but they shoot little lasers out of their eyes.
We have a Pluto who's seen better days for sure. And the reason I picked this up was for this guy right here, the aliens, because I remember having this as a kid. So when you squeeze him, his eyes actually pop out.
That's cool.
They won't go back in.
Uh-oh. Suck his eyes back in.
And they won't go back in. Oh, thanks. My optometrist, Mitchell, is incredible. You should check him out. He's the only guy that works on the left eye as much as the right two. I know I got 3 eyes, but you gotta treat me like everybody else. We also got this Anna who's got boogers on her nose. And then we have, is this Paw Patrol or Shimmer Shine or both?
Look, the Merpa put away a toy pearl.
I guess you put it in the water and she just like smacks it with her flap here. Okay, so we're gonna move most of this stuff to the side here. We will add this guy to the Nintendo collection, and we'll probably clean this guy up and add him to the Toy Story collection too, if we can get a lot of these scuffs off. All right, the next up here, probably one of our best finds, because this guy's gonna wash up easy, and that is Tails. Like literally, all there is this little piece of dust that's here on his chest that I saw in the store, but other than that, he is in pretty clean shape. And it's only from 2019, but you guys know that I'm collecting all this Sonic stuff because it is a Paramount property right now, which brings it only one step away from being a Nickelodeon property. And not just that, I grew up playing Sonic 06 and upward, so I had to pick up my man Tails. Okay, next up, Mitchell spotted this one, and that's an Eevee. I only picked it up because it doesn't look the best cleanliness wise, but for some reason the quality on it, especially the paws, gives me like a vintage vibe. But we picked this one up for only freaking $2, so we can't complain at all. And Eevee's always cute to see. All right, and then we've got probably one of the biggest finds today, and that was only for $4, and that is this little My Melody plushie keychain. She is so freaking cute. She has this awesome outfit on that has rainbows on it. It's got the little bees on there, and then not just that, it actually does have a little keychain ring too. I'm looking for a tag though, and I don't see one, so I'm not 100% sure that it's licensed, but it doesn't give me any like noticeable factors to say that it isn't either. But either way, this is gonna go in our Y2K collection, so stick around today. We're gonna be adding that to the collection, and we actually have the shelf for it now set up to put some stuff on there, and for sure, My Melody is a cool piece to put on there, and she is so cute. Then next up, we have the Tweety bird here, and I can tell, oh my God, the little hair. You can style it this way, you can style it that way, and that's about it. So we have the Tweety right there though, and this one is from 2021. She is not that old at all, but if you guys don't know, I have an affinity with the yellow characters, so Tweety is definitely my favorite from Looney Tunes. As a kid, my favorite was always Daffy Duck, but now that I'm older, I just think Tweety is so freaking adorable and accidentally hilarious so much. And also, I mean, the merch for Tweety is so widespread ever since the 90s that I couldn't help but love it. And Tweety and Taz, they're icons of the 90s. So I'm glad we got Tweety today. All right, so now we're done with the bags. We found a new SpongeBob item, which for me, if we can at least find one SpongeBob product that I don't have on these hunts, that's enough for me, because when you go out there, you're gonna find a lot of awesome stuff as we have here. But there's always a chance that you're not gonna find anything SpongeBob at all, which for me is devastating. So the fact that we got one brand new piece being this awesome puzzle was a really clutch find. So we have SpongeBob and Patrick right in here with Gary actually in the patty bowl. You got Squidward back there reacting, but I'm not gonna actually build this puzzle. It is 500 pieces, but we will add it to the collection. Of course, this is a brand new number for building that world's biggest collection, and it's sealed too, so you can't really beat that. And we got it for $8, which isn't the cheapest, but you know, it was the only SpongeBob item we saw, so of course we grabbed it. Okay, then next up we have this guy right here, and this is $5.99. But from what I remember, I had one of these in the past before. It was for, I think it was for Monsters Inc. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one. It had Sully in it, yeah.
Yeah, and it had a Sully plush in it, but that plush was exclusive to a certain event. It says down here too, limited release, but it looks like this plushie is gonna include Timon and Pumbaa. So let's pop it open and check it out. Favorite Lion King character?
Oh man, I'm gonna say Timon.
Jeez, why do I always have to save your...
Yeah, you know what? He is awesome. I gotta say Timon and Pumbaa are probably some of my favorites. My favorite character is probably Bonsai, Shinzy, and Ed as a group. I mean, with these guys, they got their own movie, Lion King 1.5. I gotta say, the plushie is pretty cute. It's kind of like very basic in the sense of like, it's kind of just like, oh, we got 2 panels of a plushie and then just filled it with fluff. There's not a lot of like design or really any featuring on the side, but I guess the fact that it is limited does kind of make it cool though. So I'm glad we got this in the collection nonetheless. And my God!
You got that CVS receipt. I've never seen a tag that long on a plush.
But yeah, not even just a regular big plush, but it puts such a big tag on a small plush. All right, let's put this guy back. I honestly like the box more than the plushie.
Yeah, it's like a big like DVD.
Like a big VHS, Mitchell. Get with the old times.
Get with the old times.
Yeah, go back. All right, so that guy was awesome. But our big finds there were, of course, in the media. And let's go ahead and move to it next. We have Tangled right here. And Ryan's gonna put some footage on screen on the Wii. I have never played this before, but I am in this weird phase of my life now where I love going back and playing old video games that I miss playing in my childhood. So I have the Princess and the Frog video game, and now I have Tangled. So I think I might check out some of these games, just play them just for the sake of just fun. You know they're gonna be super easy because they're a kid's game. So it's almost like the comfort of like watching Scooby-Doo. It's like, you know what's coming, you know it's gonna be easy, but it's just, you're along for the ride, you know?
Yeah. It's okay to justify liking Tangled. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm not justifying it, I'm just telling you facts, okay?
I see why you got some horses, so.
But the disc actually is in there, not a manual or anything like that, but I mean, you know, probably nobody played Tangled that much, so it's looking pretty good. But nonetheless, this is one of the few games towards the end of the era when we stopped getting licensed games, because like right around this time, you don't really see like Black Adam video game or like Conda Forever video game. But if this was 2000s, it would have been on GBA, DS, PS2, Xbox 360, Xbox PC, you name it, it would have been available. And all being different games on every platform, of course.
They get around that now. They make Marvel Snap, so now they have all these Marvel characters in one game.
That's true, yeah, they have like apps now. And microtransactions that make so much money that they don't need to make these copy and paste games, unfortunately. But I love these type of licensed games, so I'm glad we got Tangled. And we also picked up Brain Age. I played this game, the first one and the second. This was how I convinced my mom to get me a DS. I did show her the trailer, right, to put on screen. Oh, and she fell for it. Oh, did she fall for it? I got a DS Lite and a DSi. I do remember you would like set a little like calendar, and every day you would try to do certain challenges to kind of flex and keep your brain working actively. I wonder if there's somebody out there who to this day has kept up with their Brain Age calendar and like every day still plays that.
They're severely committed.
But Brain Age 2, we got it sealed on the DS. That is nostalgic for me because I did have both these as a kid. Like I said, just a really cool piece to have. All right, and then our grail here today, not in the best shape ever, but we have never found something like this in the wild, and that is a sealed copy, speaking of licensed games, of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius Attack of the Thwonkies, which I have played this game, you know, on the PS2, and I can tell you, it is damn near impossible to catch all of the Thwonkies. So this was released in 2004. I have no clue how somebody kept this sealed for what, 19 years? And then just traded it in. Yeah, I didn't even trade it in, just literally, yeah, donated it. Like how, maybe somebody, I have no clue the circumstances of how that got in there. So I'm so glad that we picked them up. Our first ever pre-DS sealed game that we found in the wild. So hit the like button if you guys haven't already. This is a huge moment for us, and seriously, just a cool one too. Anyway, we have so much stuff to go through. So let's keep taking a look in our bag here and see what else we got. Because now we are actually moving over to the last store we went to. And surprisingly, we found some stuff there too. Like these SpongeBob SpongeBob kids sneakers. These are so damn cool. I never thought that I would have another pair of these SpongeBob sneakers in my collection because, as you guys know, I do have the entire collection of the SpongeBob sneakers. But when Mitchell spotted these toddler-sized ones, I couldn't help but grab them. I mean, honestly, even if I clean these up and just put them as like a freaking keychain in my car,
Yeah.
those are just sick. Like, they're just freaking dope. The only thing dirty on them is the bottoms, because you know the kid that wore these wore them for like 2 weeks before he grew out of them. That's what kids do. They just make parents spend money, so they have to spend more money than 2 weeks later.
You think the kid had a choice on these?
The kid had a choice. He definitely picked these. But as far as growing, I think kids do it on purpose. I really do. How do you think I got the 6'2"? It was from pure spite. I just wanted to make my parents buy as many clothes as possible. Okay, the next up we have the Marvin the Martian mug here. Again, not a scratch on this guy, but this guy has been since back in the day at Six Flags, something you could have picked up, more than likely not a prize, but they actually do have a Looney Tunes store inside of Six Flags, which I think one day we should film a video there before they close that place up, because last time I went, there was nobody in there but me. So we as a community have to somehow document it, but you probably could have picked this up at that particular store. Okay, and then we got to the books here, and you guys know what I spotted there. We found the Edgar and Ellen book right here. I remember this character is kind of like a hair beast, and he kind of just like goes around and helps Edgar and Ellen with all of their weird plans and stuff. And did you ever watch any of these?
I remember this hair, like you're saying the hair guy, but yeah, I never really watched anything on it.
Apparently, Edgar and Ellen, they were just kids. Their parents just disappeared. It's kind of dark. Their parents just disappeared, and the only one taking care of them is that little hairy monster guy. And they pretty much just wreak havoc on the citizens of Nod's limbs. But for this particular book, it says, but wreaking havoc on the city can incur some expenses. So the twins come up with a unique fundraising scheme. They nab all the pets of the citizens of Nod's limbs and transform them by painting them into exotic animals so they can sell them back to these same lonely people for big bucks.
Dang.
I don't know how they could get away with such dark stories back then, but I can't wait to read them all because I'm sure they're so funny. Because the show itself was really entertaining, even though it didn't last long. Mitchell found this one right here. We do have this in the collection already, but I think this one might be a slightly better condition copy. So we'll be adding this to our Nickelodeon library along with Edgar and Ellen. And we have Spectacular, the crew that I feel like the most bad for, because Naked Brothers Band, I make fun of them a little bit just because the name of the band is so funny, but this movie not do that great. And it's not their fault, like, you know what I mean? These are actors. That's what I say about the Avatar movie made by M. Night Shyamalan. You can't blame the kid that played Aang. You can't blame anybody. They were just people that were going out for roles. If anybody was in that situation, they're offered like, you know, a role in a key movie, they're gonna say yes. It's up to the directors, the writers, all those people to make the movie good. The actors are just a little accessory on top of that already built story. So I do kind of feel bad for the kids in this movie, along with the ones from the Avatar: The Last Airbender. So show them some love. And we have a Victoria Justice appearance in here as well too. So, you know, she did a lot of crazy things after this as well. All right, and then we have a Little Bear VHS here. It says Good Night Little Bear. I don't think we have this one. And again, Little Bear discs are always kind of a little bit beat up, but if we don't have it, we gotta add it to our collection. And we got a Baloo right here from Baloo's Clues, who ain't got no chin. She is a chinless dog, but nonetheless, this is a Baloo plush that if you look at it from that angle, Mitchell, it looks pretty good. Look at it from this angle.
Needs to hit up the Crimson Chid.
But this girl right here is one Baloo plushie that we do not have in the collection, so it's another number. We can always just throw it up in the plushie basket if we need space. So glad we got her today. Okay, next up we have the Bratz, bbrats.com. So this is not actually that old. This is from 2007, but this was 1 year after YouTube came out. So you had YouTube, iCarly, all of the stuff. The world was becoming about the internet. Me at this time, I had a MySpace and a profile picture that I'm very, very embarrassed about. But did you have a webcam when you were like 12 years old?
I didn't actually.
Yeah, you did.
I never had a webcam.
You just didn't know about it. But it makes total sense because at this time the internet was starting to blow up and a lot more kids were starting to spend time on the internet. And also Bratz, a lot of the demographic at that time would have been starting to wean their way into their teenage years. So this is a perfect product to kind of blend that demographic. And I think Bratz did an amazing job because even today, there's still so many girls, or should I say women around the world, that are huge fans of Bratz. Just like I'm a huge fan of SpongeBob. And that's because of the awesome branding and the fun that they've made for every demographic and products that aged with you. Just like this one. So really, really cool one and definitely gives me that 2000s vibe with the rhinestone finish. We will be adding this to the Y2K collection today, so make sure you stick around for that as well. And our last item today, and I already pre-cleaned this item because I was so excited about it. Like, you know, usually I wait till we're done with these videos before I clean stuff up, and I'll even put it in the collection temporarily before I clean it and put it back so you guys can see what it's gonna look like. But I was so excited about this item, I cleaned it up because I wanted to see what kind of condition it was truly in. And that is the Blue's Clues Playhouse here. And that item is so freaking cool. If you look at our whole table here, although we do have the Book of Life here that's pretty pricey, there's one item that stands out the most, and it's this guy.
Yeah, and then you got the perfect little blue plush and toy, honestly. There you go. Now you got a little set.
Yeah, now you got a whole little setup right here. But that's what I'm saying. We are in a perfect time to collect Blue's Clues stuff. It will not be forever, so I'm so glad that we have opportunities to find stuff like this in the thrift. This is one of the best profile items because, like I said, we've been trying to collect all the icons of Blue's Clues just so we have some kind of representation up there for everything. And the one thing we don't have up there is the house. So now we have the house. I think it's gonna go perfect in the collection. And we just added a new shelf over there that has a whole bunch of room on top of this shelf. And for those of you guys that have seen this shelf, I know that it is not the same height as these shelves right here, but it's so that we can distinct this side from that side. And there's no room for another shelf to be on that side. So we had to go with one lower that would stay underneath this bar, but also kind of be different from the stuff we have on that side of the room. So I think something like this is like a perfect piece. You know, we can either move the blues and magenta down there and have so much more room back up here, or we could just add to that. I have no clue. That house has to go somewhere in the background.
I mean, that thing's iconic, honestly. I mean, that and the Notebook, you got like just about everything you really could want for Blue's Clues stuff, so.
There is a Blue's Clues thinking chair that exists though.
Yeah, we do need that, yeah.
Some people know about that. There is a thinking chair. It's for kids, small, but it is an existing thinking chair. If I ever find that in good shape, I will pick it up. But every time I've ever seen it, it looks like definitely a kid owned it, if you get what I'm saying. I don't need that kind of hazardous material in my life. If I can find a clean one day, we'll definitely get that. But until then, this awesome house and everything else we have, I think perfectly represents Blue's Clues. I'm so proud to have gotten this piece along with everything that we got today. That was such a fun, awesome trip. What was your favorite find today?
I gotta say, for me, it's either the Jimmy Neutron, and for no reason because he's cool. You got Mighty Young Joe Young.
Mighty Young Jim. Look at him, man. He's taking over. Mitchell's favorite was Mighty Joe Young, and also the Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Thonkies. This is also one for me, and I do want to say this one because it was such a grail find, but I can't lie, my favorite piece today was just this Blue's Clues Playhouse because I'm always looking for items that can just stand out and represent whatever show that they're trying to go with. You can find a million little blues like this. I love them, but they only represent so much. When you have the full-blown house, they only make a product like this once, maybe twice in a lifetime. So since it is one of those items, I'm gonna go with the Blue's Clues house.
Oh, maybe this too.
Oh, I dodged it again! Now on that note, saying it! Okay guys, so we haven't painted the shelf yet, but I have given it a dedicated section. So here is all of the Y2K / Sanrio stuff. I know Sanrio's been around since the 70s, but I'm definitely associated with Y2K products. So pretty much all of the finds we've gotten are on this shelf. That's anything that fits pink or kind of fits the vibe. We have it over here. I even have the Love Hashira sword. I have the Sailor Moon trash can we found. All this stuff I love very much. It is so adorable. So we were able to add in our Bratz webcam right in here. This whole spot was open, along with our My Melody plush right there too. So 2 pieces we were able to add to this collection. And like I said, guys, make sure you guys go follow me on Whatnot, because eventually I'm just gonna grow this collection as big as I can. I think we're gonna give away a bunch of it. So if you guys aren't already, make sure you guys go follow me on Whatnot. Okay, and the Marvin the Martian cup is going in the kitchen, of course. And many of you guys have asked for a kitchen tour, a bathroom tour. Trust me, they are not like that impressive quite yet. I do have a lot of stuff, but I'm still working on like the aesthetic and the vibe in there. But Marvin the Martian cup definitely going in there. Okay, and the ever-growing Sonic / Mario / Nintendo collection continues to grow. Let's go ahead and put this one in here. And we'll go ahead and put him down here with all the Sonic stuff. Oh, and we'll also put Brain Age sealed in there because this is technically sealed Nintendo game that we could display. And of course, I'll be cleaning these labels off and stuff off camera. But for right now, it'll go inside the Nintendo collection. Okay, so down here, you guys know we have all of our media. I've already on one of our adventures found these 2 Disney games. Like I said, this one is sealed, and this is Disney Universe on the Wii, and also Princess and the Frog on the Wii. So we're gonna go ahead and just add Tangled to this group as another Disney game to our collection. So you guys already know that we are working on putting all of these VHSs in the collection, but what we're gonna do first is we're gonna clean off some of the major labels and a lot of the gunk to make sure it's the perfect collectible texture that I'm looking for before we add them all into the shelf. So for right now, we're gonna leave the stickers on these guys too, because they'll just be added to that list. But for Little Bear, we have Campfire Tales, we have Summertime Tales, we got Family Tales, we got Meet Little Bear, we got Rainy Day Tales, and Snack Time Tales. Nowhere in there that I see Goodnight Little Bear. So we did not have Goodnight Little Bear in this set. So another Little Bear VHS checked off our list there. So you guys know I have my entire sealed GBA collection up here on top of the arcade. But I have all these extras in here we've been collecting over time, as you guys can see. We have so many things we found on our journeys that have been so much fun, including some other sealed games. So I think we should just go ahead and put the GBA sealed Jimmy Neutron inside of this container with the rest of them. And of course, eventually it'll be going on that shelf with a protective case as well. And then of course, we are adding Spectacular to our live action Nickelodeon collection. See, we have Charlotte's Web, we got Good Burger, Nacho Libre, Dora and the Lost City of Gold. We're gonna go ahead and add Spectacular in there too, because it is a Nickelodeon live action movie. So of course, it's gotta make its way into that container. And again, on the wall eventually, hopefully soon. Okay, for the Blue's Clues clacking device, I added it right here with all of our other Blue's Clues stuff in this corner, along with our clock display. I thought about adding him in there, but I'm gonna wait till we have more figures to add it in there. And then these guys are gonna go in the wall eventually. But for right now, we got our Blue right up there in this area, so at least we know where he's at. And for the SpongeBob pineapple shoes, for right now, I decided to put it on top of the SpongeBob with Gary and Pineapple House, just so it kind of matches there. And we already have the legitimate full-size shoe right there as well, so it kind of just blends our way that direction without it being too noticeable or distracting from the main set that's right here. And for right now, this guy will be going here, but again, guys, this whole month and next month, we're gonna be making changes around the room, so that will more than likely be changed to a different spot. But for right now, it's just a blank shelf, so we'll put it right there. And for our Blue, she would be going in here. Typically, I'm just gonna drop her in there. That's where she's gonna be, but I am gonna wash her up a little bit in the washer machine before we throw her in there. But expect her to be inside of the SpongeBob toy box. Okay, and I thought about adding our SpongeBob puzzle here to our collection right here. But as you guys know, with these puzzles, we seem to find a lot of them, and they are instrumental when it comes to us trying to create the world's biggest SpongeBob collection, of course. But they do take up a lot of shelf space for puzzles I'm not gonna really build. So we're gonna put this in the vault. Of course, it is gonna stay in the collection because we need everything we can find. And it's sealed. We can't beat that. Okay, so we did have this book in the collection already, but if you notice, this one does have a pretty massive crease right here on the front of the page from where actually somebody bent the book back. This one does not have that same crease. So if you guys don't know, in the collection, what we will typically do is if I do find a duplicate, I'm always gonna pick it up because we are on the hunt for anything Nickelodeon. And if it's something that can replace and improve anything in the collection room, I'm always gonna do that. And then if not, if I have an extra, you can always find it more than likely on Whatnot. So go check that out. It really helps and supports so much of what we do here. The people that pick up stuff over there, and it helps us add to the collection with something that we have a double of. So I'm gonna be going to keep this one. I have to take this label off it, but this one I think is a cleaner copy overall. So we're gonna add this one into the collection. Okay, and our only Edgar and Ellen book we are adding to the collection. I can't wait. Let's go ahead and add this right into the bookshelf right here. And again, with this book as well, I'll be taking that label off and removing and cleaning it up before we add it in here. But for right now, there it is. All right, guys, that is actually it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure you guys smack that like button, subscribe if you're new here. You guys are not gonna wanna miss some of the videos that are coming up soon here. There are some absolute bangers, so make sure you subscribe for those. And also check out this video on your screen right here, which is the last video on this channel that I know you're gonna love. So I'll see you guys over there. And as always, Rep Pack, I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios. Bloop.